Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another day when we go through the stock market and, of course, the money markets to find out where we can continue to grow our net worth. Thank you very much for joining everybody who has continued to stay on in our hunt to growing our net worth. OG Baby, thank you for joining. Official Mobiles, thank you for joining. Grace, you are in the building. Appreciate your early arrival, and of course, F424 Gene, thank you very much. Everybody, I really appreciate you. We are here again, we are building, we are growing, and of course, together, we build enduring wealth. When wealth creation becomes a lifestyle, you will have nothing to do with poverty for the rest of your life. And of course, in this community, we do it so well that we've already started involving our children. Thank you very much. So if you have any questions from yesterday, today, and whatever is developing in the stock market, feel free to indeed ask your questions. And if you have any insights you want to share, why not? And of course, we are still open to receiving more testimonials after those we heard from yesterday and the day before. Thank you very much, everybody, and I salute your determination in building wealth. This is why birds of the same feather flock together. Can I remind you of how it all started for me? I was still living with my parents 27 years ago when it dawned on me that, look, there is a possibility of making legitimate income. How could that be? And that was in Nigeria. Right from that time up till today, where people feel that you can't really build legitimate income or create wealth without doing something illegitimate. Well, I was so determined, myself and my siblings, and we got onto a search, and then we discovered the stock market. No internet, no phone, no nothing to research, just depending on mere guts. And we got on the streets and found the Nigerian Stock Exchange branch in Port Harcourt, where we made further inquiries and we were told that, look, if you want to buy stocks, then you have to go to a stockbroker. And so we found our way to the very first stockbroker in Port Harcourt. I won't mention their name so it doesn't look like I'm advertising, but that's how it all started. And so if you are here today and you continue to join us and follow us, then you have the same mindset, and I want to celebrate you this afternoon for having such a great mindset. And together, we flock together, we fly together, and we achieve and succeed together. Thank you very much, everybody. You know how we do it. Keep tapping your screen severally to get more people involved, and of course, share this live session while you are also going ahead with giving gifts on the screen. I have my first gift already. Math, thank you very much. I see you there. Everybody on Instagram and on TikTok, it's a brand new day. We go again. It's already 2 hours into trading. And I realized something. There is an unusual volume in NACO. I've already published that on Twitter. You know, these things, if you are not following me on any of those platforms, you may just miss out on something because I do not have a social media management team to run around all the handles every time I have something to say. So the easiest place I find myself tweeting, I just tweet, or I share on Instagram or on Threads or here on TikTok and so on and so forth. So unusual volume spotted in NACO. Over 1.1 billion naira staked in the first 2 hours of trading. And that says a lot about where the deep pockets are facing. NACO is looking great. After that first quarter result of earnings per share arriving at 2 naira something, 225 or something like that, it looks like NACO is likely to earn as much as 9 naira following the first quarter earnings per share. And if they do so, get set, they may also increase their dividend again. Remember, they are paying 5 naira 90 kobo per share, and that is what ballooned the stock price as high as 72 currently trading about 74 or so, and it's looking like they are not resting. Now, understand these things about financial statements. Like I said the other day, some companies earn more towards the end of the year, some earn more in the beginning of the year and earn less towards the end of the year. I gave a very striking analogy using the insurance sector that usually has to earn less towards the end of the year because that's when they pay most of those insurance claims and premiums. Well, for those in the entertainment industry, those in the fast-moving consumer goods industry, those companies in the leisure industry, hotels and all that, they actually make more money towards the end of the year when insurance companies are losing money because of heavy payouts for insurance claims. Okay, if you understand these dynamics, you can be able to more accurately analyze a financial report from the early stages of the first quarter. Excuse me. So, how do I mean? NACO, having established a 2 naira something per share earnings per share for first quarter, means that if you multiply by 4, which is because there are 4 quarters in the year, you are approaching 9 naira earnings per share. But if you just base your judgment strictly on the first quarter report, you may go wrong because, things do not happen exactly the same all through the year. So towards August, NACO experiences a lot of activities, and most of these leisure and entertainment companies. That's because August is summer period when there's a lot of travels. And so they handle a lot of air cargo logistics during that period, and they make a lot of money. Then fast forward again to December, when there is a whole lot of festivities. People are traveling in and out again, and that makes more money for them. So August and December, the 3rd and 4th quarter of every year, companies in the entertainment industry, leisure industry, what have you, hotel, and so on and so forth, make a lot of money. And so by the time you consider that, you will know that NACO is supposed to earn more than 9 naira per share by the time the full year result is ready, right? Okay, so that's the first information I have for you. 1.1 billion staked, and the deep pockets already understand this, and they are taking position. So don't be surprised when NACO jumps to 90 naira or 100 naira per share towards the end of the year. I'm not saying rush and go and buy NACO. I'm not saying NACO will not drop below the current price. What I'm saying is that watch out. A whole lot is going on. And sometimes in the stock market, you also watch where the money goes. And that's why there's this saying, follow the money. When you hear follow the money in stock market parlance, it means watch where the institutional investors and deep pockets are throwing their money. There has to be something there. Nobody throws huge sums of money carelessly. Just the same way we saw heavy trades in Nigerian breweries yesterday. 3.1 billion naira worth of Nigerian breweries were traded. So similar thing may just be happening somewhere else. So that's some of the ways you want to look at these things. I said something about creating a, an Excel sheet and doing your own research and then putting down volume of transactions done. You will be able to see the average transaction volumes per stock if you have the time to do that, because some of you have a knack for compiling data and some of you are statisticians. You can take advantage of that skill of yours and do that. Every time you see a divergence from what it used to be for each stock, either daily volume or weekly volume, that should tell you that something is cooking somewhere. All right? So this is some of the ways you used to pay attention towards a particular stock along the line, and make your investment decisions. Maobi says, don't mention their name, Biko. Let them pay you first. We are not small again. Oh, I agree with you, sir. We are putting in the work, and by God's grace, we are growing, and it's getting more and more interesting. I can assure you, based on the feedbacks I keep getting, people will DM me and say, thank you for the good work you are doing. Please, ladies and gentlemen, you are all a part of this, and you are the reason why it's working the way it is. So we will not forget, we will keep building. We are here to change our generation, and it begins with the little steps that we take per time. For me, it has to be making every resource available here and also making time 2 hours on a daily basis for now. And as much as possible, let's come together and make the world a better place. Dotman, I was going to read your comment before this thing switched. I say, wait, jumps. That's why I ask you to please repeat your messages. In case I skip them, it will be by error. Good afternoon, Wealth Coach. You are welcome to today's program. Oh, Dotman, that was what I was going to read. All right. I welcome you also, Dotman. What entry price for NACO? D. I wasn't saying buy NACO though. This is just an observation. And so if you want to reconsider buying NACO, maybe you have to wait for it to be around 70 naira per share. Though it's 74 because a whole lot of money was pumped in there today. Just wait and see. If you are not following me, you are losing money. I hope you understand that, and you will make amends and begin to follow, because there's no time to lose money in the economy we are in. And I don't care if you are in Nigeria or out of Nigeria. You should not lose money. That's my concern. Okay? You know what? I want you to, in fact, okay. There's a reason why, and I need you to ask this question. There's a reason why I want you to make money, right? I have this burning passion for you listening to me right now to make money wherever you are. To make money is one thing. Now, to grow money is another. I am in your life to grow the money you make. I know that Nigerians are not lazy. Nigerians, the most hardworking sets of human beings on the planet Earth. Where were they when a Nigerian went all the way to buy an airport in the UK? Where were they? The most hard work. I need us to believe in ourselves. So a lot of times now, what to do with what we have earned is where the challenge is, and that's where I come in. So I'm in your life to help you use the money you have made to grow more money for you. And that's what wealth creation is all about. Yes? Okay. So somebody, you're going to ask me in the course of this session, why? Why do I want you to make more money? Why? So in the course of this session, put your whys. I want to see enough why. Just say why. I will come back to this. Let me read up on these comments. What is the correct spelling? NACO. Just remember, that's Baba Gift, the correct spelling of NACO. Just remember, it's an acronym for Nigerian Aviation Handling Company. Nigerian Aviation Handling Company. Nigerian Aviation Handling. So you have N-A-H before the C-O. Nigerian Aviation Handling Company. Yes? Okay. There are those people who do the airport logistics every time you are traveling within Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Lily Wants Interior says, Coach, you said you are waiting to buy Q-Tix yesterday. Biko, tell us the price and when you buy. All right, today, Q-Tix actually at some point went on full offer. I don't know if anybody saw it. To tell you that I'm monitoring that stock. The stock price dropped till it got to 2 naira 88 kobo. 2 naira 88 kobo. Then it flipped back up. And then more demand started flowing in again. They go back to 3 naira 15 kobo, 3 naira 10 kobo, and so on and so forth. So I almost bought at 288. But I said, let me just hold on. Remember, tomorrow is Friday. Anything can still happen. I could still buy again today at 288. But my disadvantage now, and this is my sacrifice to you all, is that I can't go and be trading now that I'm talking to you, unless one of those times when I just turn and see anything happens. And that's not, I'm not concentrating at that point. Yes? So, you want to load up on QTIX going forward. Let us see if it continues to drop. And then by tomorrow, which is our bargain day, it happens. Otherwise, I may just buy some, be tempted to buy some at 288 or 289. And then should it drop further, I buy more later on. It's exactly the same strategy I tell you all the time about. So maybe sometimes some people don't know when to enter. Well, I've been waiting also for tip to load up more, but I'm not comfortable yet, even at the current price. So I'll keep waiting and see what happens if it drops below 6 tomorrow. It's been hovering around 610 and 6 for a while. I think it traded 625 or so. But let's see. That's for tip also. So you can see now that patience is a virtue of the rich, because so many people would have rushed and bought QTIX yesterday at the high it was going, 3 naira 80 kobo or something like that, and flying like that. But we know how it works. Those money bag traders who packed, according to our sister yesterday, she said she kept packing and packing charms. You know, those money bag traders who don't have time, they don't care about your emotions. They dump on you heavily when they will. So as they cited it well above 3, they offloaded, you know what the Igbo say, container has arrived. They offloaded their container in the market, and you now see what's happened there. Clean, thank you very much to you also for being a part of this. It says, thank you for all you do. Baba Gibbs says, is QTIX good to buy at 295? I will suppose that it should come down below 3, and if that is where your fear level can contain, then feel free to go ahead. Otherwise, I am waiting for it to dip further. So a lot of questions about tip. I hope you've all heard. Omar Jamil, the same thing. Coach, should I sell my beta glass as it's dipping? Or I don't know how much you bought. Usually when it dips like that, it goes back up. But it's made a lot of gain. If it's above 200, you can sell and look elsewhere. Sometimes it's not also good to be too greedy. So you can move on to better things, because I don't know what they want to do anyway. Could it be a bonus? Nobody knows. How do I see the shares to buy? TCEB. TCEB, you will have to open a stock brokerage account and then log on to your own account to see the stocks that are being traded on a daily basis. And if you need more clarifications, why not feel free to call in, and we will entertain your questions and give you details of how to get started. Good morning, sir. I buy Fidelity at 18, please, sir. It's a nice decision. Umar Jamil, that's a nice decision. If it drops below 18, you buy more. Nothing will happen to Fidelity Bank. Nobody should be scared. We've seen a lot of court cases against banks. Nothing happened. All right? So let those who are afraid sell off. No problems. Okay, I'm seeing your whys, but I'll still revisit this thing so you can ask your why very well. He owns 4 airports in the UK. That's my guy, Shoei. You are very correct. A Nigerian. Coach, do you have any info on this penny stock, NSL Tech? Are they NSL Tech? I've already researched it, tried to check what's going on with it. Some months ago, I think that was in January or in December, when penny stocks were flying. I wasn't satisfied with what I saw in terms of the fundamentals, so I stopped following, because my time is very limited, So I have to be very judicious in the use of my time. So for that reason, I just left it alone because I ended up with the conclusion that it's just a GJO stock. GJO, that's jump in, jump out, short-term trade, and it's volatile. It can be dangerous. It's not what I should come and start telling you to buy. Then I don't know how much you bought, and then suddenly you are just relaxed in the boss, and then the stock enters into full offer, and then you realize that the price has dropped. So I don't want you to suffer such a heartbreak when there are so many other opportunities with peace of mind. Adam Saisha Eniola, hello to you too. I guess you are just coming in for the first time. Feel free to call in, please, and ask your questions. We are excited to have you get started in growing your money, and hopefully you will also have a good testimonial to share with us about your success story. Good morning, coach from Philadelphia. Very good afternoon to you, Yomi. I hope you are doing fine. It's good to have you. If you want to call in, please feel free. I remember you very well the other day. You called on your way driving to work, and Atlas, I hope, has sorted you out now. Okay, TCB200 says, I want to buy stock. How do I start? Okay, TCB. First things first, you open your stock brokerage account. Next thing is learn, gather knowledge. Now, this platform, this community is here to help you to even start investing while you are still learning, because you can't get the best from getting involved in a boot camp or in one workshop where they talk about stocks and show you what to invest and how to invest. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so based on experience, I thought that we should have a community where people can continually rub minds, because the stock market is a dynamic place. It is driven by news, it's driven by economic events, and all kinds of things. So you need to keep touch and keep pace. Keep in touch with the market and keep pace with market development. And that's why we have the daily live session like this, 12 noon to 2 p.m. Nigerian time. And we also have the Network Investors Club, a Discord application that is like a WhatsApp group. Why are we on Discord? We used to be on WhatsApp 3 years ago, but WhatsApp's features were not good enough to grow the club the way we wanted. And so we found a place in Discord, which gives us also an opportunity to have a video and a voice conference meeting, unlike what is obtainable on WhatsApp communities and groups. All right? So we are there, over 2,000 members as we speak. Most of them are Nigerians based abroad and Nigerians in Nigeria, and a few foreigners. So the club has been growing thick and fast. No fees required to join. And then you get sufficient supply of information as per what is happening in the market. So if you want, follow me on Instagram, send me a DM requesting to open your brokerage account, and then I will send you also, ask for the link to join the group, and that's it. Top Gold, I hope you're hearing me now. That's exactly how to join the club. Send me a DM on Instagram asking for the link to join the club, and then I'll send the link to you. You will have to install what you call the Discord app on your phone, and then open your Discord account before the link can function for you. So the direction on what to do is what I will send you with the link, so you do that. So you get updates. You can ask questions at any time in the group, and you'll get quick responses even in my absence. So we're there. More experienced hands are also there to help share information and guide you. Nobody is going to request for your money to invest on your behalf. Everything is done in your own account. So it's a do-it-yourself club. Just ask questions and follow. For knowledge about how the market operates, especially for beginners. I will also share with you my YouTube channel. In fact, right here where you are watching, there is a link tree. Just click on the link tree. You will see all my social media handles, including the YouTube and Instagram handles. Just go there and do as I have said. So you join us and improve. One thing is going to be sure for you. You will not be controlled by money anymore when you join us and see what's happening. I can assure you, you will have the kind of dominion over money that you never imagined. That's what we do here. And anybody you see in control of money is disciplined enough to create wealth. I can tell you the truth. Just yesterday, one of our participants, our members here, told us of how she wanted to buy a car. She had 7 million. She wasn't impressed with the kind of cars they were showing her, and she had the discipline and determination to say, look, I ain't going to spend this money on this car. I'd rather go and invest and grow that money. And I assured her yesterday that that decision is the best that anybody can make. And in fact, the fact she couldn't see a car that satisfies her standards with that 7 million, she will eventually, based on the decision to invest the money, be able to grow that money enough to buy as many cars as she wants if she decides to stay disciplined. And she sounded really excited. She sounded like somebody who is already seeing results. And hopefully that can be your story. Some of you, especially young men listening to me, you have plans to get married this year. You know how funding a wedding can be so financially demanding. And so this is another way you can grow your money. The little you have or the little that is coming in, start growing it, because you are going to be responsible for somebody's daughter and a generation that both of you will create. Don't jump into marriage without any plan whatsoever. Otherwise, the economy will surprise you. And I don't care whether you are in Nigeria or you are abroad. You need, no matter what stage of your life you are, you need to grow your finances. Please, please, and please. Some of you are approaching retirement as you are listening to me now. Some of you are tired of the job you are doing. You just have to go to job, in fact, to work. In fact, this morning, when you woke up, you weren't feeling great and excited about going to work. You just grudgingly dragged yourself off the bed, went to shower, just because you must have to be there to earn the money. Listen, you can't continue this life that way. There will come a time when even the job will not be there for you to do, because they would have told you to retire. What becomes of your life after you have labored for all sorts of organizations, wherever you work now and wherever you are going to work later? What becomes of you when those jobs decide that you are too old to continue? So think of yourself and be greedy for once. All right? All right. Enough said. Go on to your comments. Coach, I have stocks I bought before following you. I'm just looking at it now. Beauty Finds Shop, please tell us more. I'd like to call you in and let's talk about this. Where are you? I hope you are ready to talk. Beauty Finds Shop. Still searching. If you are able to call in, you can do it so we can talk about it fast. Okay, I found you there. Beauty Finds Shop, let's talk about that. There may be one or two lessons. Omotomi, I'm telling you the truth, economy will surprise you. You'll be shocked. And you start wondering, have I made a mistake getting married? No, you didn't make a mistake. You only mistakenly didn't plan for that marriage. Don't get somebody's daughter and go and start struggling with her and tell her it's Tinubu or it's economy. It's not economy, it's you that failed to plan. So build so your family comes into wealth. The children that you are going to be bringing into the world should come into wealth. Let's not repeat the mistakes of our parents and continue in a struggle. Life can actually be better. Okay. I didn't get that connection with Beauty Finds Shop. Tell us what you found after looking at it, okay? Lucky says, please, what do you think about UBA? My thought about UBA is that it's good if you want to buy. Don't buy more than 34 naira per share. It could drop. I've told you before, after all these activities in the market, there's going to be a market redundancy period before the second quarter result, which is the half-year result, is published. Okay, so stay patient. Next month will be the 6th month, and then after next month, towards the 3rd week of the following month, which is in July, you will start seeing half-year results of these companies. I hope that you understand this, so you don't rush and buy any stock now because it's jumping. They will all get tired and relax. Then the best performers will now be taking the center stage again when their second quarter results starts coming, hitting the newsstands. So just in case you buy at 34 and it drops to 32, you can be able to know that, okay, I anticipated this, and not go and buy it at 36 at the moment, because UBA is also going to do a rights issue to shore up their capital base to meet up CBN's recapitalization directive, okay? Greetings. Can I put 5 million in one stock? Or Motomi is asking. I'm thinking of UBA, or should I put it into 2 stocks or 2 companies? Or Motomi. It depends on what stocks you are buying. And why the choice of UBA? Okay, you can split it between UBA and Zenith. Looks like you like the banking sector. Zenith has room for capital gain if they match what GTCO pays. And they have the capacity to do so, actually. And then for UBA, basically because they are also going to be paying dividend twice. All right? Recently, the insurance sector is looking like there's going to be a little bit of bull run again. I am thinking the insurance sector is overdue for recapitalization. Okay? The insurance sector is overdue for recapitalization, and hopefully, maybe another rally begins, then they start. No news anywhere yet, but I just think our insurance companies are undercapitalized at the moment. Okay, Clean says, Coach, any news on Owando? No news. So Owando gets tired after one attempt at jumping and then goes back down. And then maybe another news can come up, it props it up again. The Big T says, I previously bought 100,000 shares for 975,000. I wouldn't know what you are talking about there. Does this mean the price I paid per share is the same as the current market price? Well, I don't know what you are talking about. It looks like it's the conversation is going on already with Baobi, so that will be taken care of. Adetoye Adewale Aradel. What about Aradel? Anything about Aradel is good to buy now. There's a time when I can't buy Aradel again. Good afternoon, Coach. Please, what step do I need to take if I want to move from FinTech app? Simply inform the FinTech app that you are moving, and then ask your current broker, the other broker, to engage the FinTech app or tell you what to do. They'll give you a transfer form, actually. They'll give you a transfer form, you complete it, and send it back to the broker who will now engage with the FinTech app. Okay, Legacy Group Logistics and Sales says, great message of motivation. Oh, yes, Legacy Group is even standing by to talk. Okay, that should be our first caller for the day, I guess.
We're checked simply because we crossed the border.
Let's hear Legacy Group before we go on to see the top gainers and losers. Don't look at losers here. Hello, sir. Same problem before. Hello. Hello, sir. Okay. Doesn't seem to be ready. Ina Malabu. Let's speak with Ina Malabu. Hopefully the connection goes right. And we'll have a nice discussion. Beauty Fine Shop says, how do I join the call, please? Okay, I'll give you a call. Watch out and accept. Hello. Am I on to Ina Malabu?
Hello, coach. This is Beauty Fine Shop. I couldn't connect with my other account, so this is my personal account. Yes.
Wonderful. Beauty Fine Shop. Do you have up to 1,000 followers?
No, I don't. Can you hear me, coach?
Say again.
No, I don't have up to 1,000 followers.
All right. Can you go ahead and tell us you're streaming from and then answer your question?
Okay, my name is Inna. I'm calling from Abuja. Coach, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, so I was saying I was just looking at my portfolio of socks that I bought early February before finding you on TikTok. And some of them I read and I'm just like, wow. And it's so funny because when I wanted to start, I didn't do much research. I just went into it. I'm like, okay, I've heard Owando was doing well last year. A lot of people I know made money. So I just went to go and buy Owando. And now I bought it at 60 something. Owando is 40 something. So I also bought First Bank at 32. Although you said it's a good stock, so I'm still just waiting for it to go up. I'm being patient. But all the others that I've bought after you've mentioned, like UCAP, well, Aradel has gone down, but I mean, Aradel, we just keep buying more Aradel, right? So this is just some of my Nigerian stock before finding your account. But now I have Honeywell, and Honeywell is shooting up to 20 naira.
Awesome.
I also have Champs. I bought over 4 million worth of Honeywell, but I can't remember how many shares that is.
I mean, how much per share did you buy Honeywell?
Okay, probably around 13 or so.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
I have Champs as well and UACN.
Okay.
Yes.
How much did you buy UACN?
I bought UACN at 32, not long ago.
Okay. The reason why I ask how much you bought each of them, it gives me an idea of when you joined. So it's not been long. I think you joined this year.
It's not been long. Yes, this year. Just in ending February or so, around that, or March, I think, around that time.
I see. Because if you were here in November, you would have bought Honeywell at 5 naira or 6 naira.
Wow.
And to see it now at 19.
Yes. This small progress, I'm already jumping. Imagine if I joined earlier.
Oh, interesting. All right. Yes. Good one. So we're making progress, right?
Yes, we are making progress, coach. And also in the U.S. market, you once spoke about I Am Gold, which I picked up.
Okay.
It's going up now. I bought it at 5 naira 20 kobo.
$5.20.
20 cents, sorry. Yeah, $5.20. Now it's $6, I think 61 or so yesterday.
Okay.
Yes, and I also have Nvidia, Palantir, Vanguard, S&P 500.
Tell me you bought your Nvidia and Palantir around.
I bought Palantir at $80.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Yes, and that is more than like I think 30% of my portfolio. So it's really doing well.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. That's a good entry. Very good entry. sometimes when you are able to strike when these stocks are mentioned, you really get to benefit a lot.
Yes,
Great.
I'm really seeing the progress, and every day my sisters are like, ah, you've not joined your live today. I'm like, ah, don't worry, I'm already there. I'm wearing earpiece. So, coach, thank you so much for all you do. You know, the knowledge, all these things. We don't know much about this just because the knowledge is not accessible. So, just for you to give out like 2 hours of your day to this is really, really inspiring. So, we just need to do our own part now. So thank you so much. But lastly, I have a question. This
Go ahead.
Owando that I'm looking at that is just annoying me that I went to go and buy at 60 something. What do I do with it?
Okay, if you bought Wando last year at 60 something, was it this year or last year?
No, it was this year. So when I
Oh,
went in, I didn't even know much about it. I just know Owando did well. That was what people were saying. So I just went to go and buy it at 60 something without
that's
any
what.
information.
Yeah, we teach people not to chase stocks, and past performance does not guarantee future
Right.
success. Okay, so, anyways, the way I always say it, just see that as your school fees in this stock market business. Whatever mistakes you make, just get over it, dust yourself, and move on. Okay, so for Owando, the reason why I'm also asking when you bought is because they actually are doing a special redistribution of shares. It is in the form of a bonus, and I
Okay.
wanted to find out when you bought the first time because it looks like you may be qualified for the two phases of that bonus redistribution.
Okay.
What
I
you
bought, let me check.
what you will do, since I can't also confirm on the spot,
Yes.
send me a DM regarding that. Let me be sure.
I
The
bought in
idea,
February, 19th February to be precise.
okay, what you can do, send me a DM on Instagram reminding me to check if you qualify for the two phases of bonus Oando is going to issue to
Okay.
existing shareholders because there's supposed to be a qualification date for first phase and the second phase. And I
Okay.
think we are approaching time for the second phase of that redistribution, even though the first phase redistribution has not even been allotted yet. So when we, if I can confirm these details, I can be able to advise whether to hold on to it because if you have more shares, we will know how many more is adding up to what you already have. Then we can say, all right, holding on is better because by the time those ones are added, it's free, you know.
Yes.
Then that
The
automatically
school
adds
fees will
up.
reduce.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes, coach. Okay,
All right.
so also one last question. So from the stocks that I've bought recently from your recommendation, so I'm expecting like quarterly I will be expecting money. So which one should I buy more of? Aradel, Charms, or UACN, or should I buy just new stocks?
Okay, actually, not every stock pays you dividend quarterly or biannually. Some stocks pays just once.
No, I'm not looking for dividend paying stocks. Just I'm just saying I'm just expecting something quarterly. So where should
All
I
right.
put it?
All right, all right. Time
Right.
changes with investment opportunities as well. So
Mm,
if you have to consolidate on RDL at the moment at the current price, fantastic. Go ahead. Then there could also be some new additions that you may need to add to your portfolio. I think you should stack up on now. You have to diversify your portfolio to also have some growth stocks alongside with value stocks.
okay.
So if you can pile up on a stock like TIP, if it drops to 5, and also QTIX under 3,
Okay.
then just keep growing whatever else you have.
Okay.
Find a way also to add a stock like Dangote Sugar.
Okay. You've been talking about it,
At
yes.
37 and below, good, because it keeps fluctuating. But when it's all set for that stock to fly, you are going to make a lot of money too.
Okay. Should I also average down on First Bank, or I should just leave it as it is, since I mean we're
That
hopeful
will
that
depend on what quantity you already have, which you do not necessarily have to say here.
okay.
Later confirm to me, I can advise.
Okay, I'll send you a DM, sir.
It's all right.
All right. Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you
Have
for
a
your
lovely
feedback
day.
as well. It's really appreciated, and I'm sure
We're waiting
someone
for it to come
somewhere.
to Abuja. Thank
Oh,
you.
fantastic! Not a problem. I'll be there. Sure.
All right.
Thank you. Cheers and bye for now.
Bye.
Okay. I had a question to respond to. Sadiq Olayiwola is still asking Aradel. I guess you are asking if you should invest in Aradel, and I'm like, yes, why not? Oguniron Gabriel, sir, how can I download this app from Play Store in order to be able to join the club Discord app? Okay. Oguniron Gabriel. Gabriel, just download from either Play Store or Apple Store, wherever you find it, it's available. The point is, I may want to be sure what platform, what logo it is, the app that you are using, what logo it is. Yeah. All right. Coach, is Charms rights issue verified? No, not yet. Not to my knowledge. Honisco, we haven't received any official documentation. And remember, even Atlas Portfolios, as at the time that rumor was really high up here, we discussed with them, they said they've not also received official notification. So that's the first port of confirmation. But some people are being sent messages, which could also be a method of trying to see that the rights issue is successful. Normally, what they do is they start notifying majority shareholders, they start preparing themselves, and then by the time they give the go ahead with the offer documents to stockbroking firms, at that point, becomes a huge success because most of the majority shareholders would have prepared monies to pay up for the rights, and that's a good sign. When a rights issue is oversubscribed, that's a good sign. That's why after rights issue, after public offer, we still wait to hear the summary of the total outcome of the entire offer. So that's where they now tell you we received 1 billion shares were offered as rights issue, but we received application for 1.5 billion shares. So the stocks, the rights issue is oversubscribed. So that shows serious confidence in the company also. So you want to keep your ears on the ground to hear the final outcome of that report. If I find it whenever the rights is done and dusted, we will also share. Okay, Dozier says you talked about the market lull time. Can one then delay till June ending for a massive comeback? Well, that may also backfire. Was it yesterday or the day before? I was talking about how there is a general stock market balance across the world. Sell in May and go away. If you understand rhymes in literature, you will see May and away. Sell in May and go away. That was how the stock market normally worked. From after April, nothing much is going on. And that's because it also coincides with winter period before summer or something like that. And then people go away and enjoy summer and return. So after August, people now come back to the market and it booms. But, things change. Even climate changes, right? So we noticed this year that sell in May and go away didn't work. It didn't work. It's not working in U.S. It's not working in Nigeria. Because suddenly you hear Donald Trump and his tariff war, this and that, market crashing up and down in April and then rising in May when you should have sold it and gone away. You get the point. So the market is busy this period when it's normally not supposed to be. So you don't want to take all of this hook, line, and sinker and expect that the market will crash or be dormant. We just want to continue to be up and doing, following developments and acting accordingly. For instance, if I say market is going to be in a lull and then we go away between next month and August, and the next thing you hear is that Dangote refinery is getting listed and you are away. Away meaning you stand aside, you shut down, right? Or suddenly the Dangote merger, Dangote Foods merger between Nascon, Dangote Sugar, and Dangote Rice is now on, and you are not prepared. Yeah, but I understand your point. It's just that when some of these things that should be happening in the market happens, you are already supposed to be in the market so that you don't lose out from opportunities that you should have benefited from. You can be averaging down your Owando shares. Okay, somebody's responding to some other thing. Mr. Zeal T, this is the kind of live I love to always join. Oh, Mr. Zeal, thank you very much. We are glad to have you here. You are the kind of person we also want to be a part of us. Okay, we have more callers. Owen Mary, it's your turn. Baba Gibbs says, Coach, what do you think about PZ? Well, PZ is in a dilemma right now. Shareholders are refusing to accept what's been offered to them for delisting. So there's a bit of confusion there. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. Can you hear
Very
me?
good afternoon to you. Loud and clear, I can. Your name and where you're streaming from.
Mary, I'm streaming from Lagos, Nigeria.
Beautiful queen, thank you very much. Do you have up to 1,000 followers?
Yes, I do.
All right, the house rules demands that you activate your video.
My video.
Yeah.
At this point,
Yeah.
please, can I not activate my video for now?
Oh, queen is not
Is
ready
it
to
possible?
okay. We will pardon you for now. So go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much. So I just wanted to ask about Atlas portfolio because I had created it for a while now. It's about 2 weeks now. I just got application received and under review. So I don't know how long does it take for the review to be done and then for the account to be opened.
Okay, it takes between 48 to 72 hours, excluding weekends and public holidays though.
Okay. So what would you suggest I do now that it's over 72 hours? Because I'd like to transfer my portfolio from fintech to using Atlas.
All right, what I can advise on the spot is check your spam mailbox. If you don't see any login details there, then I guess we will find out from Atlas in the course of this live session. Atlas is here. I'll call them up right away. Anyways, so just hold on. Can you be able to check while you are holding on? Can you be able to check
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and give us a feedback while you are checking. Atlas is already here to also assist.
All right, I'm doing that now.
All right. While you are doing that, I'll be going on to other comments. Atlas is here waiting as well. Hawa Balam is still hoping for Eternal PLC to pay dividend. Though. All right. Is the payment date confirmed? Has it passed? Please let's know. Dangote Sugar, a good buy for 37. Absolutely. That is sunshine. I can tell you that for free. I am Don Babati says, is Trove a good platform? Every fintech is a good platform, actually. All we are saying is don't go and pay double transaction fees. If you are buying foreign stocks, you can use fintechs. But if you are buying Nigerian stocks with those platforms, most of them you are paying double fees without knowing. So, in your best interest, we advise you to open with a Nigerian broker of your choice. Olas is in the house. She says, I bought Nvidia at 102 and sold just 2 shares yesterday at 135. Hims she bought at $26 and sold 4 at $63. Thanks, coach. Wow, this sounds like music in my ears, Ola. Come on, go ahead, keep winning. You're the top dog. Appreciate your feedback as well, and I'm sure it's also inspiring and encouraging others to enjoy the flow. Sheung says, Wando bonus first phase qualification dates are February 14th, tranche 1. Okay, thank you very much for that feedback. And then, oh, Queen Mary, thank you for the gifts. I see you. And, oh my God, there's a lot of, okay, and then that's for tranche 1, qualification date 14th February. That means Beauty Fine Shop is actually qualified. She bought in January. And then in June, okay, June 30th, tranche 2. This should be the date. Is it qualification date for each? Okay, I'll still reconfirm. I will need Atlas link for registration. West Side Real. Send me a DM on Instagram and I'll forward it to you. Hello, Queen Mary. Are you there? I guess she's not ready yet. So
I am.
okay, are you ready? Have you checked?
Yes, I've checked. There's nothing in my spam, and I've also written. I see Atlas is responding on the chat, so I've sent my name.
Okay, so Atlas may not need to continue the conversation with you, right?
I don't know, except they have any other thing as he has probably checked.
I can feel it that you don't want to lose out now that they are online and doing this. So just hang on there. Okay, I'm seeing the chats going on. When they are done, when we should let you go, we will. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. The real norm says, good morning, coach. I would like to buy Nigerian stocks too, but I didn't know reliable trading app. The real norm, send me a DM. I will send it to you. It's a link. I'll send it to you. You will open your brokerage account and you'll be sent login details. At Atlas, I made payment, but it hasn't reflected on my dashboard. I sent to Sterling Bank. Oh my God. That Sterling Bank thing can be difficult. Atlas, please, can you respond to Obiajulu Emmanuel? Okay, I can see you're trying to do so via the comment section. So Obiajulu, go ahead and chat with Atlas. They are requesting for your full name right now. Hello, Mary. So I've seen the assurance given to you by Atlas that you will get your login details now. Isn't that interesting?
Yes. Thank you.
All right. So at this point, we can let you go, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Thank you so much for all you do.
Oh, my pleasure.
Do appreciate.
Thank you. Bye. All right. Real Nkwa says, greetings, Cochito. Please don't forget my prior request for link to Atlas app. Thanks. How is it that I still haven't seen your request? I attended to all requests sent as at yesterday. Could you resend, please? Hello, I am a beginner, and how should I go about starting? I reside in the UK. Are they on deck? If you follow me already on Instagram, since you are connected on Instagram, just send me a DM. I will send you the link to join, to open your brokerage account and possibly join the Network Investors Club for free while we go ahead with our knowledge sessions. And then, of course, if you already have a good knowledge of the stock market, fine. Claim, can I buy Fidelity Bank at 1720? Why not? That's a good bargain. Now let's go on to see the top gainers before I forget. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point in the course of trading today, let's see who the top gainers are. Red Express, number one, 9.91% gained, 6 naira 10 kobo at the moment. Custodian Insurance, number two, 9% gained, 21 naira 80 kobo. This one was selling for around 17 naira as at last week. ROT Briscoe, 8.61% gained, 2 naira 27 kobo at the moment. I said something about ROT Briscoe yesterday, where anybody who is looking for quick money can just buy ROT Briscoe. Wait for ROT Briscoe at 1 naira 90 kobo. When it gets up to 2 naira 10, 2 naira 20, you sell. I haven't finished saying it as at yesterday. Today is 227. It was always going down to 190, 185. And so you could make very quick money because it's been oscillating around that region. E-Transact, number four top gainer, 6 naira 80 kobo at the moment, gaining 7.94%. We also have Prestige Assurance. Where are those who bought Prestige under one? I kept telling you Prestige under one is okay. It's gained 5.1%, currently 1 naira 3 kobo. Number 6 on the list. Darcoms is number 7, 67 kobo, 4.69%. Sovereign Insurance, 1 naira. It's gained 4.17%, number 8. Number 9, Royal Exchange Assurance, 2.35% gained, 87 kobo per share. And lastly, number 10, FCMB, 9 naira 30 kobo per share, gained 2 naira 15 kobo. I told you before looking at the list of top gainers that there is likely going to be a little bit of insurance rally. So as you can see on the top 10, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the top 10 gainers at this very moment are insurance stocks. So that verifies and confirms my claim. Coach, can I jump on Fidelity now or buy Dang Sugar? Or Jukes, Fidelity is looking like a fantastic prospect if it is less than 18. Oh, what a bargain. I love these kind of situations when everybody is now scared. Who knows what will happen tomorrow? Fidelity at under 20, currently 17. My God, what a bargain. What a bargain. I'm going back to see because I've been signed off. Let me be sure what we are talking about. Rush down to Fidelity, 17 naira 20 kobo. Wow. I am heavily tempted to do something here. 41 million shares on offer, 16 million bids only. Oh, 87 million shares traded so far of Fidelity, 1.5 billion naira staked. All right, so that's the position. And then what's happening with QTix? QTix has dropped to 3 naira as we speak. 7 million shares offered versus 5.3 million bids. Okay. All right. We are here. We are watching to see how it goes. Coach, does Fidelity pay dividends? Absolutely. Fidelity even started paying interim and final dividends just last year. So they pay dividends twice a year. What a bargain, people of God. 17 naira 30 kobo right now. It's gained a little bit. Okay, this is how opportunities drop on your lap, but you've got to be in the market. You see? Daniel Paradox says, what website do you use to do your research and analysis, Coach, sir? Daniel, I use Stock Bubble to check top gainers, and then I use my Atlas Portfolios trading portal to check real-time trading activities. Joshua A2C says, how do I invest in Fidelity? Just go ahead and open your stock brokerage account, fund the account, and you're ready to buy. Coach, will Jaiz Bank be a good buy than Arab? I think so. Jaiz is a good bank. Finding the best bargain is the key. So 3 naira 20 kobo and below is fine. Let's see how much Jaiz is. By the way, Jaiz currently 3 naira 32. Tomorrow is Friday. Remember, we should be anticipating some good bargains then. Jokunola Olusegun, I do not have a WhatsApp contact to share here. You can DM me on Instagram. Maybe I should just share my Instagram handle then for those on TikTok at Wealth Coach Omiete. That's it there. Just follow me on Instagram, send me a DM, and we work on it. Plenty of opportunities, limited funds. Now, Lily One's Interiors is feeling something I used to feel many years ago. You just get mad at, ooh, and then you start looking for money to invest. Now, with what is happening to you, tell me how you will squander money and waste money. Never. Never. It's not possible. But you know what? By the time you gather and invest and take advantage of all these opportunities and they start yielding for you, then you will be the most at rest individual. If you ever used to have high blood pressure for money, you will just have low blood pressure automatically because you are so going to be at peace and at rest. Whatever you want to do, you do. It is at this point that you can decide to change your hair extension. Change weave on anyhow. Bone straight, Brazilian, Canadian, Norwegian, Filipino, any kind of hair extension you want, you will just have it. Tip has dropped to $5.94. We saw it. We told you to wait. We are really, really enjoying the drawback. But you know what? Just follow instructions and make money in this market. Thank you very much, Victor Well, for that update. It's all happening before our very eyes. We are not celebrating that a stock is dropping. Now, this reminds me of Gerard, who was targeting anything under 6 so that you can average down. If you are listening, the thing is coming close to your door. It's about to be knocking on your door. We have Chuk waiting to talk. So let's have Chuk in the building. Olumide says, I see QTix back to 315. It's a normal movement. We've seen it up and down, up and down. We'll watch and see where that goes. Hi, Coach. Is there any penny stocks you recommend? We're waiting for QTix under 3. We're waiting for TIP under 6. And then if you like, go ahead and collect charms. You can see it below 230. Okay, Gerard says, I'm listening, Sao. I can't wait to accumulate more interesting stuff. All right. This Ebele says, I am feeling it too. Yeah, that's it. So there will, being a part of this, following me, brings an automatic end to waste of money in your life. Now you understand. If you came and I started saying you won't be wasteful, you will grow your money, if you are not following me, you're losing money, it will just be all jargons. That's why I am speaking now to anybody just joining us for the first time. Don't believe whatever I say. Do not believe whatever I say until you have practiced what I'm telling you to do and seen your results. Because in this matter, seeing is believing. So don't believe anything I say, do it. And then when it works, you now believe. At that point, you can now come and tell us, oh, when I started following you, this and that has happened to my portfolio. I'm better off in my investment game. That's why I'm in your life. So ask me really specifically, why do I want you to progress and have money? Why do I want you to build wealth? The time has come, I want to answer the questions but I need to see your whys. So if you want to know why I want you to succeed, why I'm in your life, and I didn't bring myself, whatever it is that drew your attention to this live session and to follow me, there is a divine orchestration to it. Ask me now. Type everybody, why? And I'm going to tell you why I want you to make money. I'm not seeing your whys on Instagram yet. Looks like you're not hearing me. And that's part of the reasons why we need to keep talking, communicating like this, so I can know if somebody is hearing me. So I don't go on talking to the air information that should go to you. I need to know that you are hearing me so we can proceed. Yeah, my TikTok family always active and vibrant. I'm seeing a lot of whys here. Thank you very much. It means you can hear me. All right, I've started seeing the whys here. Okay, I'm seeing the whys. They are just trickling in little bits. Okay, your whys are coming in thick and fast. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a caller that, okay, I think that connection failed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing your whys. Now, I'm going to tell you why. It's very simple. It's not a big deal. I want you to make money so that you can be able to walk away from any situation you don't like. Simple. That's why. Ability to maintain your dignity in whatever you do and to keep to your principles gives you power that money cannot buy. You don't need 1 billion naira to walk away from a bribery of 1 billion naira. You don't need, I don't know how to put it. I'm just vibrating here now. I want to vomit what I want you to know. Some people have been oppressed because of money. Young ladies of these days are oppressed because of money. You want a job, somebody has to defile you first. Otherwise, you don't get that job. You want a contract, somebody wants you to pay bribe first. Otherwise, you don't get it. But you know what? Even in a relationship, somebody can, because maybe he has money, and then undo you severally because of money. Listen, you can walk away from any stupid situation. That's why I want you to have money. To maintain your standards, maintain your principles, keep to your integrity, and live life in your own terms. Take pride away from it. I'm not talking about pride here now. I'm talking about living. Sometimes what people call pride is their low standards. When they see somebody who can stand up and insist on their own standards and terms, they say you have pride. No, I'm refusing to conform to your terrible standards. That's why you think I have pride. So the real reason why I want you listening to me now to make money is so you can walk out of any stupid situations that you don't like. Okay? I don't know, maybe I've touched somewhere that really somebody's going through right now, but listen, even the Bible says money answers all things. So people should not mess with you because of money. Some people are doing something in their workplaces now because they just have to do it. And they are dying psychologically, they are traumatized, they are going through all sorts. Okay, now, check out. As I'm saying this now, I'm remembering fellow Nigerians who are across the borders. struggling to go to Europe through Libya and all those places. What nonsense. They are trafficking our young people to all kinds of places in the guise of giving them jobs only to get them into prostitution. For what reason? If their parents managed to get sufficient money, they would have gone to Europe through the correct means, getting admission and going to school to even become better. But you see, they will now, because of no money, sell family property and go through the deserts, and most of them have died. Either died of starvation and all kinds, or died on the sea, all because of money. Who will like that situation? Some have gone into prostitution not because they wanted. Condition put them there. Imagine if they made money. Listen, your life and your destiny depends on what you do with it. This meeting is not just for fun. It's to make you financially able and capable to face any circumstance and walk away from any untoward thing that is contrary to your beliefs, and so on and so forth. Many have been deceived into doing the wrong things and have gone to jail still because of money. So I don't want any of you. You want to build, please stay patient, follow what we're doing, and build. But let no man or woman mess you up again. All right? Let no man or woman anywhere, because they have money, oppress you. Now that you know and you have the idea that money can be made, please take your time, live by your principles. Yes? And then, of course, you become an advantage. You may be single now. Imagine when you get married and your husband now knows that you know these things. Even if he is financially better off than you, that's a tag team that will even grow wealth more. And that means more respect for you by your husband. Yes. This is why. If I have answered your why, because I asked you to ask why and you asked, if I have answered your why, then go ahead and type yes. 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 Let me see your yeses as we make progress. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we have a caller. Ebube is standing by. Oh, thank you very much. Immaculate, God bless you more. Thank you very much. I see your yeses. Great. I don't know, sometimes it looks like something comes upon me and I start speaking like this. Don't be angry. We are in an investment class. Hello? Are we on to Ebube?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, there's no sound at all. I'll go on to hit or star. Hit or star. Hit or star. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
My name is Hitu. I'm screaming from northern part of Nigeria, Adamawa State, sir.
P2 from Adamawa State. Thank you very much for joining. It's
Yes.
good to have you here. Go ahead.
Yes. I'm a beginner here.
Okay.
Yesterday I started following you, and I'm blessed to be part of the family.
Awesome.
Yes, sir, you're
Good to
doing
hear.
amazing. Thank you for the great job, sir. So my question is that I say, as a beginner, can I start investing like 100,000? Excuse me, please.
That's a lot for a beginner. In fact, I started with 4,000.
Yeah, that's a good one, sir. Thank you so much.
Anytime you're
So
welcome.
I really want to have some ideas about it, how to go about it. I need more knowledge about investment. Although I've been learning from you since yesterday, but I need more clarification on it.
All right, let me invite Maobi to come on here. Hello, Maobi, are you there? Can we speak today? I'm trying to search him out so we can talk about how you can get started. And obviously, if there's any other person who needs to know how to get started, then they can go ahead and do so. Just a moment, I'm searching
Thank
for him. If you can come on, please come on, Maui. You're there. Okay, looks like Maobi is not there, so let me go ahead and explain to you. Hit to start. To invest in the stock market means you are buying a part of a company. That is to say, whatever portion of the company, the 100,000 you want to start with, can purchase based on the share price per share, that portion belongs to you. I always like to use, for ladies, a box of pizza to explain this. If a box of pizza costs, say, 8,000 naira, yourself and three of your other friends decides to buy, meaning four of you contribute 2,000 naira to buy one box of pizza. When the pizza arrives, you share it into 4 equal parts because you contributed collectively equally. 1/4 of that box of pizza, which represents your 2,000 naira contributed to buy the box of pizza, becomes your own portion. So, for life, that portion of the company you own is yours. Remember, see the box of pizza as the whole company. In this case, assume you are investing in MTN. MTN as the organization, which is the company, is the box of pizza you contributed money to buy with your friends. That 1/4 portion, which represents the 2,000 naira you used to buy your own part, becomes your own share. That's why stocks are also called share, meaning your share of the company. Now, the pizza is made up of a base material, which is the flour, and then you have the other condiments in it, every other thing they mixed with it, and so on and so forth. Okay, every other thing they mix with it, and so on and so forth. So on that portion which belongs to you, there is the green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper, those bell pepper they used to make it, and then there is the slices of sausages on it and all kinds of other things. Everything in the whole pizza is found somehow in little portions in your own share. That's what happens when the stock price gains anything after you buy. It means you make capital gains. So 2 ways you make money from investing in stocks. Capital gains, meaning you buy a stock 5 naira today, 2 years after it's selling for 8 naira, 3 naira on top is capital gain. So the 3 naira on top times the total number of shares you were able to buy when you bought becomes your total capital gains. Dividends is the second way you make money in stocks. You buy stocks and then from time to time, some companies pay once a year, some pays twice a year, and some even pay 4 times a year. So every time they pay dividend, they pay, that's why dividend is declared per share. Total number of shares you have times the dividend per share. For instance, NACO is going to be paid 5 naira 94 kobo per share dividend. So 5 naira 94 kobo times the number of shares you have. That's the way it works. And no 2 people can come together to buy company shares. You must go through a broker, which is the official intermediary, to buy or sell company stocks. I hope this makes it clear. Are you there?
That's interesting, sir. I'm really grateful, sir. Thank you so much. But is there any app that I need to download first, or is there any link that I can able to link to the app? Or
Send me a DM on Instagram. I'll send you the link to open your stock brokerage account.
okay, sir. Thank you so much. I'm blessed to have you, sir. God will bless you
My
for this
pleasure.
knowledge, sir.
Also, thank you. Also, request for the link to join Network Investors Club on Discord. I will also send that to you. It's free. So you can be seeing market analysis, daily market developments, and that will help you even outside this live session.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of
Nagode.
your day.
And you too, sir.
Nagode. Say gobe. Bye.
Nagode. All right, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are getting value for it. So anybody who had any questions regarding how can I invest or how does this work, I hope that explains it. And remember, if you were not here when we started, well, the live sessions are always uploaded on my YouTube channel. Click on the link tree on my bio there. You will be able to see all my social media handles, including the YouTube channel where you can follow, subscribe for free to see all past videos, including this one, latest 6 p.m. today. This one should be uploaded. So for those of our members and followers who are in the US and Canada, because it's too early, some of them may not be able to join. They can now watch it at their own time. And then anybody who is anywhere else but due to work cannot join can also do so watching the uploaded videos. Thank you very much. Can I join the call, coach? The kata, okay? The kata is standing by. Oh my, where's the kata? Okay, I'm sending you an invite. So please come up once you get it. Coach, what is the best price to buy UCAP, First Hold Co, and Fidelity? Just Abisolami. Guess what? Fidelity is at a very good price right now at 1720, 1730. Go ahead and buy as I'm speaking to you now. For UCAP, ideal price will be under 18 because it's been hovering around 18 for a while. So maybe just go ahead to buy tomorrow perhaps, but don't fail to go in for Fidelity right now. As you're listening to me, if you have to log off from the live session, if that is what it takes, you can do so. Otherwise, if your system is before you and you're using your phone for this live session, go ahead on the system and buy Fidelity right away. And then First Hold Co, best price for me will be 24 and under. Thank you very much. I tried getting Kata up, looking like the connection is not going through yet. So I would proceed with Nafisa standing by. Okay. If you are not following coach, you are not losing money. I guess he's trying to say you are losing money. So you understand that. Hello, Nafisa. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
If I don't call you by your full titles, a lot of people will not understand that you are actually Alhaja Nafisa. Good afternoon, Alhaja. It's good to have you again.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I
Now
greet
let's
everybody
flow.
in the house.
Yes. Tell us where you're streaming from.
Okay, I'm streaming from Lagos in Nigeria.
Fantastic. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, actually, I came up for two things. I have a question, and I also want to talk and encourage the lady that just came up that she's calling from Adamawa State.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel so much joy when I see
Hmm.
women, especially from the north,
Hmm.
coming to understand about stocks because I am also from the north. And I want to tell her I can't see her name, but then if she's still here, I want to tell you that I'm also from the north. I took shares like stocks like full-time business, and I must tell you that I'm not regretting it. I want you to take it up. You are starting with 100,000 naira, but in some years to come, believe me, you will look back and you will smile. So just follow what the coach said. Follow him on Instagram, get the link, register, and with the broker, then start right away. Then don't forget, always come to this live so that you'll be learning more things, and also join the discourse group. You will learn a lot of things there. So that is one thing I just wanted to encourage her and other women. You can also spread the news so that people will come. I don't know, a lot of people are still ignorant about stocks. I was discussing with the lady yesterday.
Very true.
Yeah, I was discussing with the lady yesterday. She was asking me, what do I do? I said, I have a business that I do offline, but I must say I am full-time a stock investor.
Investor. Awesome.
Yeah. So she was looking at it. She was asking me if stock and she was comparing stock and forex and then crypto. So I told her, I said, you see the three, I have done all of them. I learned how to do forex then, and I have my reasons for leaving it, because you don't have rest of mind when you are doing forex. Your mind is always, if you are emotional, if you are somebody that cannot control your emotions, you can't do forex. And that was the reason why I say I pay each a lot of money to learn forex, but I stop it because of the reason why I need my peace. And I did crypto too. I think when BTC was less than 10 naira, 10,000. I was trading crypto. I also left crypto too, because to some point you can lose your money like completely, and that money will not come back forever. So the case is different with stocks. So I find my peace in stock and I'm not regretting it, and I'm smiling, and I believe I will continue smiling. So she was just looking at it that forex is better. She was talking about the candlestick, the this. I say, okay, you can try it. Her mind was in that forex, and I know the reason, because people see forex like money, something that you can make money overnight, like it can make you rich overnight. Yes, it can make you rich overnight, but you need to study, you need to learn it. People that are into forex, they will attest to that. You can make money in forex, and forex can make you a billionaire, to in fact to become something, from scratch, to start life from scratch. You can lose that billions in a week in forex. So if you are not emotional kind of person that you can control your emotions, don't go into forex. So I was trying to convince her about stocks, but her mind was in forex. So I can't force it. Her mind was in forex. So any woman that want, like more especially a married women like in the north, I am so excited to see them at least opening eye to see stocks, because this is something that you can do at home at your free time. There's not much time, just from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, that is it. It will not stop you from anything you are doing. So if women can go into it, it is a win-win for them. To me, that's how I see it. So I am so happy to see more women coming into stocks.
Awesome.
So that is that. Then the question I want to ask is about NACO. If I assuming I buy NACO today, will I be qualified for the dividend payout, or what is their
Say,
qualifications with?
say again. If you buy NACO, can you ask
Yeah,
again? You
like
said
if I buy NACO, for example, if, like, let's say I don't have NACO at all, and I'm able to buy today, will I be part of the people that are going to qualify for the dividend payout?
qualification date has actually passed.
Okay.
Qualification date was on the 9th.
Oh,
That's the qualification date on the 9th. What was it again? So you won't qualify And the interesting thing about it is the stock price is still rising. And I'm
Yeah, I
wondering,
think it's around. It's going up,
so
going up, going up. Yeah.
I'm wondering why the stock price is rising even when qualification date has passed. But that's by the way. So that's the situation. I think if you want to take position in NACO, you may want to take your time and enter when it looks like it's stabilizing, maybe at 70 or under. Anytime you see it around 70 or under, since there is nothing exciting to look forward to again until the second quarter result, which will take time to come out because the whole of June has to come to an end. Then mid-July, second quarter result will be out, which should be great. Between now and when the result is out, then we believe that maybe the stock can just be touching 70 and under and trying to climb up, depending on what the market happens. Because if the market becomes vibrant again, then it may not go that low. But you see, you are very experienced in this market, so you can never say never.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, that answers
Thank
my question.
you. Thank you very much. You've inspired a whole lot of people by your contributions. I saw a lot of comments while you were talking that you were really saying the truth. Somebody wrote Forex, wrong, no, and all that. So, and of course, I also saw that Atu Star was still online and she was already really thankful for your contribution. Thank you very much. You have been a fantastic inspiration and resource person here. We appreciate your input all the time.
Yeah, welcome, sir. I appreciate you too. You are really doing a great job. I
Thank
can
you.
see new people, new faces coming in, and a lot of people are really benefiting from what you are doing. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, and God bless you too.
Amen, sir. Okay, do have a great day.
You too. Bye. All right, we go on with the discussions. Whereas Nigeria equity stock market is like money ritual, the spirits will reward you. This showy, such a jolly good fellow, just enjoys himself. Good day, sir. Is there any good US stock or Nigerian stocks which I should pick up? Dali G, at the moment, Fidelity is looking great at 1720. We will be here when we'll recall today when Fidelity crashed to 17, only for it to jump back to 20 and above. Best spoke by Tolu says, look at me considering Forex. So I like to explain something, She said something about if you want peace of mind and you don't want problem, because something like Forex can always make you have unrest internally. And then she also said crypto, she eventually left it also. And I look at those two, you will notice they are similar when compared to stocks. And the peace in stocks, especially when you know what you are doing, comes from the fact that there is a difference between Forex, crypto, on one hand, and then compared to stocks. For these other two, Forex, you are trading currencies. That's all. You are just predicting the movement of currencies. Crypto, you are trading an intangible digital asset. Two of them, both intangible, you can't see or feel anything. It's just there in the imagination of the system and in the minds of those who trade them. Value is attached accordingly. No financial report to look at to determine value. What people think is what just goes. And that is what is responsible for the volatility. In fact, I even prefer crypto than Forex. Because crypto is like I said, an intangible digital asset. Side by side, you want to compare it to something like gold. But the problem is you can see gold, feel it, hold it, but you can't see crypto. Yet your crypto can be stolen. You understand? Now, for stocks, you are buying a part of an existing company. The company is run by human beings. The company does products or services. You can see it, you can feel it, and they are giving you a report of what has happened. That is where the peace you get investing in stocks comes from compared to digital assets. So stocks is classified as one of the paper assets, just like bonds, treasury bills, commercial papers, they are all paper assets. Remember, we are in a knowledge session. We keep sharing knowledge. So this is me trying to explain in further detail why you have more peace and kind of security investing in stocks than you have in this. So all you now need to do to minimize the risk in stocks is to be guided by an experienced hand, and by so doing, you are investing in the profitable companies, because it is the profitable companies that will actually continue to give value, that will now grow your investment, both through dividends that you earn and capital appreciation. Can you imagine this NACO we are discussing now was selling for 2 naira only? So our sister in Adamawa State, if it was as at when it was selling for 2 naira 5 years ago during COVID, that 100,000 naira would have bought you 50,000 NACO. And quietly, 5 years after, see what 100,000 naira would have become in this NACO. First of all, NACO gave a bonus of 1 for 2, 1 for 5. Let's go on to the system and work out this thing. So you can see why start with what you have. It's enough. 100,000 naira divided by 2 naira, 50,000 NACO. They gave 1 for 5. So your 50,000 divided by 5, you have 10,000 bonus added to your 50,000 NACO, which means you now have 60,000 NACO. The value of 60,000 NACO today, I'll go straight to the market and check how much is NACO. Currently, we are talking about 73 naira 94 kobo per share. Now we go back, 60,000 shares times 73 naira 64 kobo, and what do you have? 4.4 million naira. You bought it 2 naira per share. The dividend they're about to pay now is 5 naira 94 kobo or so, or 5.97. So what you bought 2 naira per share is now paying you annually 5 naira something. So in one fell swoop, you have recovered more than twice. Only 2024 dividend, you are going to recover more than twice the original amount you spent. Your 60,000, meaning your 60,000 shares times 5 naira 97 kobo or so, what you have is 358,000 is coming to you now as dividend for the 2024 financial year. They've done business, they've done everything, they've calculated this is how much a financial statement is. This is the profit. From the profit after tax, that's where they pay dividend from. That's why it is very tangible. Investing in stocks, you are investing in tangible assets that you can see operations and get reports on a regular basis. So that's what you get. Imagine you spent 100,000 to buy 100,000 to buy it 5 years ago. Now you are receiving 358,000 for 1 year dividend. You have not sold the stock, meaning every year for the rest of your life, you will keep collecting. And as long as they keep increasing the dividend per share, because they were paying, NACO used to pay 45 kobo dividend per share. Google the dividend history of NACO after this live session, you will see. So they keep building on their dividend per share and going and on and on and on. So imagine. There are many people who are receiving 30 naira per share now for Dangote cement, which is currently 440 naira or so. They bought it 15 and 20 naira per share. But today, the dividend per share is far more than how much they bought it. That's the sweet thing about starting early to invest and investing for long term, because dividend eventually grows. And then you will just see that. For instance, you see that, what do you call now? Tip was 1 naira 90 kobo in November. 6 months after, Tip is doing 6 naira and 7 naira. They made 1 naira earnings per share and paid 10 kobo. Watch it, give them 3 years. Tip will be paying as much as 50 kobo. So whatever you gathered when it was 1 naira 90 kobo, imagine how much you will start collecting over time. And if they keep growing, then just imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we are all about here, and I hope somebody's getting value for the kind of information we have been dishing out. All right? I need callers. There are 2 already. Role officials. Let's hear you. Hello.
Hello, Coach. Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, good afternoon.
Thank you very much. My name is Roland, and I'm streaming from ABJ.
ABJ Abuja, thank you. Go ahead with your comments and questions.
All right. First of all, Coach, I must appreciate the good work that you're doing here. I really love what you're doing, and I appreciate you. I'm not taking it for granted at all. I've learned a lot within this short time that I have spent here on your live stream, and I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all. Once it is 12 a.m., I'm leaving. I'm suspending everything I'm doing, no matter how important it is. I just want to be on this live stream. So yesterday, I was just thinking yesterday, and an idea struck me, and I said I will ask you. But when the live started, I forgot. So interestingly, now you mentioned something like that earlier on the comment section, and I said, okay, I need to come up now to come and talk about this. For several years, I've actually been looking for an opportunity where I will grow an asset, any form of asset that can be used as collateral that I can borrow against. Something like, the way you use real estate, the way you borrow against your real estate assets without having to sell it, and it's just like you're using other people's money to run whatever projects you want to run, and you're able to return it on time. So I just want to know, is it possible in Nigeria to borrow against your shares? Do they do that?
Yes, it's possible, depending on the stockbroker involved.
Okay.
Some stockbrokers do not, some do. And those that do, we have certain conditions we must meet.
Oh, wow. But do you know about our stockbroker here, Atlas? Do you know if they do that?
I've asked them before, they don't. And I'm trying to encourage them to do so. But the conditions needs to really be favorable to them and of course to you. But some stockbrokers do.
Okay. Because even if I cannot do it now, I would really like to do that in future. Because as I've started building my portfolio, I should be able to get to a point where I have something really substantial that I can put down as collateral to get a loan and run.
Yeah, actually, it's called margin trading, and usually, when it comes to stocks, you don't even need any physical asset anywhere. All they do is a percentage of your current portfolio
Okay.
is what you will qualify for. Let's say you have a portfolio worth 20 million. They can say you can't borrow more than 10% more than your current portfolio value. Because at that point, your portfolio is now the collateral. So should the
Yes.
time given elapse and you are not able to return whatever you have used to trade, even if anyhow the market crashes, a portfolio of 20 million, just 10% of it, which you qualify to borrow, 10% of 20 million is 2 million. And you decide to now use the 2 million to invest, grow it over 6 months at an interest rate of, say, generally interest rate is currently at about let's say 20%. They say pay 20% or 25%. You know that within 6 months you should be making more than that. Or you borrow and it's against 1 year interest. So you can decide to flip that money over a period, especially when stocks are booming, and make a lot of money, then return it with the interest. By the way, if you don't use it up to the 1 full year, you don't get to pay the
20%.
25%.
25.
They will now prorata it and pay them whatever it is. You get? So it's actually
Okay.
something, even if it's 30%, like Danny Sunshine is saying now, 30% interest rate, even if it's 30%,
Wow.
that's annual. You are now working with it and deciding in the next 3 months of market boom between November and January, or you say between November, 6 months, you collect that at 30%, you flip the money by February when stocks are flying, you sell off, and then you give them, if it's 6 months in between, you pay for half of that 30 that you should have paid for 1 full year, or you
Okay.
continue to hold it, grade over the 1 full year and pay them 30%. A lot of people are making more than 50, 100%, 200% in the last 6 months in some
Wow.
stocks. Okay?
Wow.
So it's something that any stockbroker can try, but they need to put the necessary things in place, and they also will be looking out for what your portfolio is. There are certain stocks that they trust the most.
Okay.
They don't want you to go and be having ABC Transport, dark communication all over the place. With all due respect to these stocks, right? They don't want you to go and be having things that you can't sell. So some stocks that you must own must meet part of the criteria, so that at every time the stockbroker is also protected against default. And then, of course, they benefit, you benefit, everybody is happy.
Oh, wow. Wow. This really makes sense. And I really hope you'll be able to push it for the benefit of this
Well,
community.
I want to hope that, let me see if Atlas is still in the house. Maybe if they are hearing me, we can talk about it and see how it benefits everyone. In the end, integrity matters. Yes?
Yes.
And then that's
Very
it.
true.
So
Very
that's it.
true.
Very
All
good
right.
question there, and very, very interesting to
Thank
hear
you so
that
much,
from you.
Coach. Thank you
Thank
so much. I
you.
appreciate you.
All right. Okay, now someone is here with an icon of a ninja and a butterfly. There is no name, so I don't know what to address you. Please come on, tell us your name and where you're streaming from. We have just 6 minutes before today's live session is over. Another very interesting and impactful one, I guess. Hello. 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 Because the individual is not even aware that they have called in, so I put them out. Come, you go see Sugar if you don't know what you are doing. Oh my God. Coach, what's the best price to bid for RDL today? It's a matter of just checking what the situation is right now. Aradel, it's currently 468, closed 460 yesterday. I think it's not bad at this price. Yeah, looks like I have to sign out and log back in because I've been thrown out for inactivity. So let's go back and see what Aradel is at the moment so that we can take a decision. Aradel 460 before yesterday, currently 468. Okay, if you want to buy immediately 468, otherwise 462 or even 460, you may be able to buy at 460. I got 455 today. Oh, Queen Mary, that's awesome. Nice price. You know, sometimes we've got a lot of snipers here. That was a good snipe. Mary, awesome. And you are the kind of people now that is making Alhaja Nafisat very happy. When you see ladies sniping from afar and getting great bargains. You know, ladies are supposed to even be the most successful in stocks. You know how you bargain for items in the market. It's not like us. We are very impatient. We go to the market, they say how much, you say, okay, take. We don't know how to haggle, but the ladies are good. Can you see that? Yeah, so come on now, ladies. This is to remind you that you have a quality in you, naturally inside of you, that you can use to keep bargaining and getting good bargains from stock prices. Showy says, I'm a living witness. I have made 300%, 273%, 250% like that, like in some of my holdings. Interesting. You are the type that they will even like. Say, this one, we know he will find his way. Give him money. What do you think about Tesla stock? Tesla has already gone very high. We have to watch it. Usually, it would want to test the 400 range, but not without a major pullback yet. A lot of times, one story comes after the other, and then it pulls back a bit and then goes further. So if you intend to get in, I do not think there's sufficient momentum to drive it to 4 yet, because the market is supposed to dip now due to some developing stories. You know, all this economic data that is being released from time to time. It's not a favorable one for the market, and that's why yesterday the S&P lost. And today again, we just see if it tries to recover. Feyi says, thank you, coach. Please, I have 10 million. I do not want to waste. What are some good stocks I can get with the 10 million? Feyi, I've mentioned some stocks here. Maybe I should go again. Get some Aradel. Get Dangote Sugar 37.38. Get Guinness, if you can get Guinness at 80. Get Zenith Bank. It has some good upsides going into the future. Then add some penny stocks like QTix under 3, TIP under 6, so 5 something, and then possibly add Champs at 230 and below. That's it. So do the allocation yourself. Please give your expert opinion. FGN Sukuk Bond or Dang Sugar. I could only have one. Go for Sukuk Bond. You can always buy Dang Sugar later because Sukuk Bond will soon close. Right? J Ace. I hope you get that. You will always get Dang Sugar, but Sukuk Bond, one is locked, it's locked. You may only be able to buy on the secondary market, which is going to be more expensive. Coach, what is the best entry price for first hold co, please? Ayomide 24 and under. Bokari says is their expertise. Honestly, I'm telling you the truth. And then Heyitz Kaka says always looking for best price. Honestly, and that's a good quality. I value women for that reason particularly. Because you don't overpay for it. Why should I be overpaying? So come on now, convince me, or you buy at my offer price, and they always get their way. You know, that's why women don't like selling to women. Coach, can I buy NB today? Queen T, wait till tomorrow. There was a lot of activity. I told you about support and resistance. Nigerian breweries touched 60 yesterday, but it was heavily resisted. So that 60 threshold is it's going to retest that level, but not immediately. Yeah, so that's it. I dey wonder within Victor the drink or smoke or where he dey see Guinness at 80. I'm sure you are trying to be humorous. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 p.m. I'm so sorry. It's always painful not to be able to respond to all your questions, but time is up. And you have all done well enough. Oh, yes, Sukuk has closed. That's true, Nafisa. Thank you. I told them yesterday that Sukuk was going to close on the day before, that Sukuk was closing on the 19th. Sukuk has closed, actually. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for all your time and efforts. I really appreciate Atlas. Thank you. Maobi, thank you. And everybody else who has made today really, really interesting. It's been a fantastic session. If you missed any part of this or you want to revisit, later 6 p.m. today, the video will be uploaded on my YouTube channel. If you are not aware, click on the link tree on my bio so you can go ahead to subscribe to the YouTube channel for free and revisit all we have spoken about. But I can tell you there are gems of life in today's session and you don't want to miss it. Thank you very much. Until we meet again tomorrow, the bargain day, the last trading day of the week, when we shall be here 12 noon to 2 p.m. once again, looking for opportunities to grow our wealth. Thank you so very much, everybody. Really appreciate, including Nafisa, who gave us a very instructive feedback. And I'm sure the ladies here are highly motivated and inspired. This is what you get when you join a community where everybody wants you to grow. Until we see tomorrow again, this is me saying bye-bye.